Hey, quick folk, welcome back. About to get into our boxes. $50 for the week here. It's looking like this one might have been dropped in the snow pile outside or something. It's a little dingy on top, but we don't care about what's out on the outside. We want to know what's in here. Looks like all circulated for the most part. Couple new renders, so nothing crazy, I guess. Box number 2. Oop, my bad. Same deal, pretty much. Couple new renders, but for the most part, circulated. Shuffle this around here. Take a look at box number 3. Still looking for our first ender for the year. Just about snuck into February. Oh, come on. I didn't get it well enough. There we go. That had me for a second. I thought the one in the corner down here was going to be something good, but it is not. There's a couple in there that look strange, but they're just not so. Unfortunately, I don't even know if any of that was on screen. Not bad. Wasn't really paying attention. But you didn't miss anything if it wasn't. So. And last box. About the same as all the others. A couple newer ones. No silver. Mostly circulated. So, let's jump in. See what we find. Well, we are on roll 2 of box number 1. I didn't flip through looking for enders. Didn't weigh anything. Maybe we should have. That looks like some bright, shiny silver right there. Don't let me down. Don't punk me. We got ourselves a Benji on the second roll. First 90 of the year. First Benji in a while that I remember anyways. She's a little rough, but that's okay. We will take that. Fantastic. Maybe I should weigh him as I go. I don't know. We'll see. Right now, we'll just keep on moving, but we may adjust, especially if stuff like this keeps happening. Fantastic. Let's go. Back on roll 3 here. No silver in this one, but that's okay. 2025 Philly. We haven't taken a look at this one in a while, so I figured we stop real quick and just remind ourselves. VDDR number 2. Got some doubling kind of along the underside of the ribbon there, and on all the stars kind of to the southwest side of the stars, I guess. You can kind of see it doubled in there, so it's pretty cool little find. But like I said, we hadn't taken a look at one in a while, so figured we'd just stop and refresh. And moving on to the next row. Let's see what we get. Back on the very next row here, I think. Did we stop on roll 3? I can't remember. Anyways, roll 4. Got a 73 Denver on the scope here. Somebody is, I don't even know what that is. I don't know if it's like a little like oscillating tool or if they actually went through and like pinholed that all the way through. Let me see if I can kind of zoom in a little bit. You can see it looks like it's a whole bunch of little like punches, kind of. But I guess it is some kind of like tool, maybe similar to, if you watch my last video, little Big Bear love token, maybe something similar like they were making on that there. I don't know, but we found lead is $50, and we're gonna keep moving, see what else is in there. Back on roll 6 here, we got a 72 Denver under the scope that at angles looks like no FG, but it is barely there. Like if you get it tilted in the right, just like, or yeah, in the light just right, you can see just the remnants of it in there. She's close, but she ain't there. So, not quite a find, but close. Let's go see if we can get a little bit closer. Roll 13 gives us a 2013 Philadelphia NIFC. First of the hunt. For the rest of the box, we'll just stack up the NIFCs, but just bringing you in for the first one. And on we go. Well, wrapped up the first half of the box here. Nothing else to report along the way. Not gonna lie, after we found this guy in the second roll, I was hoping for a little more action. But we're gonna move on to the second half, and who knows, maybe there's something down there for us. We shall see. I don't see any silver enders down in there, but who knows. Let's go. Back on roll 31 here, and we might have a 40 right down here. It's a little darker edge. Might get tricked on this one, but oh no. That's here we go. 68 Denver. Alright. Nice. Started to get worried that that first one was going to be the only one of the box. Not that you can complain, so we will take this as well, though, gladly. So let's keep on moving through the box and see if we run into some more. Roll 34 here. We got a 95 Philly with a little bit of weakness over here at the end of truss for some little grease buildup, but then it's like almost completely obliterated around this edge over here. And the L in Liberty is almost completely gone. Could barely see the 1 in 1995. So that's a pretty solid little strike through on this side. Outside of that, coin's fairly normal. So we'll take that as a nice little find and keep on moving. Let's go. Back on roll 45 here. You can probably see it, that nice bright edge. It doesn't look quite right to me. I don't know. It might just be older, but let's see what she is. Yeah, just somebody's plated nonsense. I should have trusted my gut that it wasn't quite right, but that's all right. We will keep moving through the box and see what happens. Closing in on the wrap up, I guess, on this box. So let's go. Well, finished up box one here. Just one more NIFC. The only thing we hadn't looked at yet. 2014 out of Denver, so we'll take it and move on to the second box. See if we can get more of these eclectic finds like we got in the first. Kind of a little up and down ride on that first box. So let's see what box number 2 has for us. On roll 2 here of box 2, got a 72 Denver. I'm not sure exactly, but I think this is some sort of strike through right down here on the tail feathers rather. Not real sure though. Throw it under the scope here, see what we're looking at. I don't know. I guess it could be post-mint damage, but I don't know. I have no idea what to make of it, actually. It's odd looking, that's for sure. I don't necessarily see any like corresponding damage on the front, which would be kind of well hidden, I guess, because it'd be up like in a kind of right in the middle part of his head almost. Towards the top maybe a little bit, but it's a neat little find. But I guess I can't get that close or it ain't gonna focus for us. But I don't know, for now I'll just set it to the side, maybe come back to it a little bit later. But let me know what you think. I'm not quite sure what to make of it. But anyways, we'll keep moving through the box here and see what we get. Well, just like box 1, our first NIFC is going to match the number of the roll that it came out of. Roll 11, we got a 2011 Denver. It is extremely ugly. And for some reason it's marked. I don't know why, but it is technically a find, so here it is. And we'll keep on moving. Oh, wrapped up first half of box 2 here. Just a few more NIFCs along the way. And that is it. So we will move on to the second half and see what she got for us. Let's go find out. Well, we wrapped up box 2 here. Just a few more NIFCs along the way. And that's it out of the box. So definitely a little slower than box 1, but that's all right. We still got 2 more to go. So let's do it. Oh, box number 3 is giving us our first NIFC for the box out of roll 11, 2007, out of Philly. A little scratch out in the field there, a couple of them looks like, but we'll take it. Keep on moving. Well, out of that same roll here, we got 84 Philly in pretty darn good shape. As I almost dropped it. And it's got a nice little rim clash over here, kind of around the T all the way down to the end of the motto, almost down to the date. Throw it on the scope here, take a little look at it. Nice little collar clash. So we'll take that. Pretty cool looking. I don't usually find them on that strong on dates other than 83, so we'll take that and keep on moving through the box. Back on roll 23 here. Found one fairly similar to this here recently, I think, but we got a 96 Philly with a ton of grease strike on the front here. You can kind of see all over. Strong, a little stronger on the left-hand side, down through the date. It's hard to even get the camera to focus on the right. But just missing detail kind of all over the front. Motto, Liberty, date, pretty much everything. The reverse looking fairly normal. Might be like some light grease in there. Just kind of softening things up, but nothing like completely struck through. But pretty cool looking obverse at least. Unfortunate bit of circulation on it, but we'll still take it. It's a nice find. And just in case we don't have anything in the last couple rolls of this first half here, we've had 2 more NIFCs. So we'll just count this as a box or not box wrap up, but first half of the box. And unless something crazy happens, we'll move on to the second half. Well, we wrapped up box 3 here. Just a couple more NIFCs we hadn't already looked at for the box. 04 and a 16, both out of Philly. So moving on to the last box and hoping that we end off like we started, find a little silver. But let's go find out. Well, we were close to doing it again. This should have been in roll 5, but it came in roll 4. Box 4, roll 4, 2005, Philadelphia. That is beat to smithereens. Got a nice little ring of death on it. The whole 9, little crud on the back. But it is an NIFC, so just sharing the first one, and now on to the rest. Roll 21 of box 4, and we got ourselves a whole coin, 1979. Not the best whole job we've ever seen, but not quite the worst either, so it's a find. We'll take it and keep on moving along. I guess just in case again, there's only 4 rolls left in this top half. So if we haven't run into anything else, the only thing other things we've gotten out of the first half here is a few more NIFCs. So we will take those and we will keep on moving and hopefully find more than this guy, but who knows? Let's go find out. Back on roll 39 here. Halfway excited for a second, but after looking at this edge, I'm pretty sure it's some kind of foreign or something. It doesn't look very old. And she is 50 centavos, looks like, from Ecuador. I don't believe I've ever found this one before. So we'll take that as a find. Actually, way back in the day, we used to have, we had an exchange student from Ecuador that stayed at our house for, I don't remember how long, a year or so. So that's kind of cool. We'll take that. You little find. and keep on moving through the box. See what else might be in there. Well, we're winding down box 4 here, and we've got ourselves yet another strike through on 95 Philly. A little different than the others we've looked at, but largely the same. A heavier part of the grease strike seems to be on the left, but this one's pretty strong down through the date and up on the right as well. So, affecting a large part of the obverse there, around the periphery anyways, and then it's got that same look on the back, like it's, I don't know if it's just like a thin layer of grease, just kind of spread out, because it's pretty lustrous. So I don't think that kind of almost like porous look to it, not porous, but just kind of rough surface. I think from some grease being left on the die as well. So I don't know, pretty cool little find, but got a few more rolls to finish up the box, and then we'll be back for a little recap, unless we run into something in between. Let's go find out. Well, we wrapped up our hunt here. We had 3 more NIFCs along the way that we hadn't already looked at, giving us a total of 21 for the hunt. We ended up with a total of 12 of those 24 DDRs that we looked at. We had our 1 foreign coin, 2023 Ecuador, 50-cent piece. We had our 72 Denver that had that weird little strike through kind of thing on the tail. Still not sure what to make of that exactly. 1 whole coin, 73 Denver with our little inscription on it on the front there. Not showing up very well. Get some light on it. There we go. You can kind of see it. 84 Philly with a nice little collar clash on it. We had a little trio of strike throughs. 2 95s and 1 96. And our 2 little pieces of silver. Unfortunately, we found them real early. Or at least the one real early. And I was hoping that we was going to keep finding them. But at least we did find a couple. So we'll take that. First 90 of the year. Little dingy Ben Franklin. And I guess we more than doubled the silver in our mug so far this year. So we'll take it. Just 4 little coins in there. But there will be more on the next one, hopefully. So that's it, folks. I'm out. Peace.